Let me introduce you Anita Mathal Hopland, who is author of the movie On the Edge of Freedom. Anita, I would like to ask you, one of your actors said in the movie interesting thing. He said it wasn't Vlad or Angela, your main characters, but it was some of their friends. He said that this kind of life is some escape for him. I translate it like that. It's some second reality for him. Is it also like that also for Angela and Vlad?
Yeah, I think for like the great number of the people we met from the environment, both in Ukraine and in Russia, they were all experiencing reality, and they were young, most of them, like in the 20s. And it's usually an age where you go on adventure, and if you don't have all the means that you want to do, like your crazy dream and do whatever you want, then you find ways of exploring freedom elsewhere with the means that you have. So they are very adventurous, all of them, and it's definitely a different part of reality, of their reality.
And for me, is this movie a lot about fear? I was so many times during watching it, I feel strong fear. But you said a little bit, Vlado spoke about it on the beginning of movie, but they don't speak about it so much. Was it your purpose?
Well, I think the main core about fear, Vlad talks about in the beginning of the film, and it's, yeah, I guess I can talk about it now, but it's like he talks about how he works with fear, and he's very verbal about what he experiences and what he thinks and his philosophies around everything that he does. So yeah, it's kind of, it was so precise what he said that somehow it was
and Angela?
Fun. Angela, she's an artist. She's very artistic, so she used it in a different expression, but she talks about fear as well, but in a different way. And it was a balance when you have two characters in a film to find out like who say what exactly. And Vlad, he was really verbal about everything that he did, and he said it very precise.
And how did you find them, your actors?
All the people I met, including of course Angela and Vlad, were really like some of the most fascinating people I've met. In the beginning, we started the film. I did it together with Jens Lengerke, so we were two directors on it. And in the beginning, Jens, he showed me some of the many clips that you can see on YouTube. And it was like, he showed me the clips and I was like, okay, what's going on? They must be like completely mad, because it looks really crazy, it looks like supernatural.
It is.
And then we got in contact with Vlad and Angela, and they were like the most sweetest, intelligent, humoristic, honest people, and they were very human, and that made it very fascinating for us to start a film about their lives and them as humans, and not only like all the crazy things that they did.
There is also a scene in Chernobyl. I was thinking about how complicated it was for you to shoot there.
Well, there's we talked a lot about like how do we make a film, because we didn't want to make a film where we put them under pressure and then suddenly they did something that they actually didn't meant to do. So it was very much a balance of where can we follow them and where can we not follow them, not only ethically and morally, but also like physically. Like they can do what they do because they're really like the shape of like the physique is really trained for all of them. I mean, it's really hard to follow if you don't exercise at the same level. So Chernobyl was one of the trips where they were walking for like hundreds of kilometers, and it was a very long trip. So we were in Copenhagen with some other material from Moscow, and then Vlad, he did the trip. So the places that we were not able to go, either because we were in Denmark or because it was impossible for us to follow, then they were shooting themselves. And that Chernobyl material was one of the trips where we were not a part of it, unfortunately.
I was thinking about it. Last question, how long did you shoot this movie?
Actually, we started in 2015 when we met them the first time. And it was a short trip, just an introduction, so they understood who we were and the other way around. Because it's like, it's an environment and there's been a lot of press that has been interested in what they do. So they're also, like a lot of them are very tired of the press because they always want to talk about people dying, and they represent, of course, something that is dangerous, but it's important to also differentiate between people who does it, that knows what they're doing. Still, of course, it's dangerous, but they know what they're doing, and then some that is really unlucky and too young to know what they're doing. Very few actually that lost their lives. So they don't see themselves as a part of everybody who does what they do, so they are very cautious about the press. So it was really important for them to get to know us and understand the intentions that we had. So yeah, what was the question again? I lost it. It's like it's very complicated.
Answer
all of it. It's
how
a very
long
long process. Yeah. Oh yeah, and then so we met them the first time, and then we waited half a year and raising some money, and then we started in January 2016. And actually, within a year, we've been editing and filming most of the film, actually. So it was actually the production was really short, but very intense. It was really, really intense, not being in Denmark a lot.
Okay, thank you for interview.
Thank you.